Good evening, everybody, and welcome to New Richmond High School. Non-conference action tonight, Rusty?
Non-conference tilt, K-Dog, here in the New Richmond Tiger Dome.
The Tiger Dome.
At New Richmond High School.
I'm Kevin Westhouse, joined by Russ Blasius, Ariel Avestres, and Debbie Avestres, the maestro, getting it done on the computer tonight. I'll be on the camera. Rusty and Ariel will be taking you along this evening.
Yeah, we got the Godfather in the house tonight,
and
not at the U-Bomb.
And not at the U-Bomb. And, it says live. We're going to see if we're actually streaming.
All right.
And that's the first thing that's going right tonight, Rusty. We're streaming.
After I hear we did a shift from one quarter of the gym to the other.
I got here at 1:17 this afternoon thinking I'd have plenty of time for the 7:15 game.
Well,
and once again, we're 8 minutes in. We got her set up.
You look no worse for the wear, honestly.
I have a little sweat on the brow.
I see that, but I wasn't going to mention that.
It's a little shiny up there.
Yeah.
And my wife at home, she just says, sounds good. She said, especially Russ.
Yeah, I'm sure she did. Yeah.
So anyways, I'm sure, I know Ariel, we both called games with him, and I'm sure he is just absolutely full of, that's your volume there, Russ. I think she's 4, and you're on 2.
Deb says it's a little
too loud. Okay, so turn her down. She's on 4, turn her down. How's that, Deb? How's that good?
Is that better? A little more, or are you good?
Yeah, there we go.
All right.
We're fine-tuning.
All right, we're fine-tuning the audio
And
technology.
like I was saying, we both called games with Ariel, and I'm sure he spent like 5 or 6 hours doing a recon on these teams.
I know.
He's pretty good.
He is. He's fantastic with that.
He's pretty good.
I just come in about 6:50 and go, what do I need to do?
Right.
What do you want me to do?
It's always nice to separate your M&Ms. I get the reds from the greens and the blues and the cups. You know, typically, I missed that tonight because I ran out of time, but typically, when your limo pulls up, I get them out.
Yeah. If you could get back on that would be great. If we could get back on the M&M kick,
yeah,
that'd be good.
In my spare time.
I could have brought some peanut butter Christmas M&Ms. The Blasius household is Christmas peanut butter M&M heavy right now.
Oh. Hey, don't lie. You got those out of the break room today.
I spent quality time on the roads of western Wisconsin today.
That's good. Well, I'm going to turn it over to Russ and Ariel. Bring it right up. We got about 7 minutes. You can see it by your game clock there. You got about 7 minutes till national anthem introductions, and they're going to go over a little bit about what's going on tonight with these two teams and explain why the baskets are in the way.
Yeah, that's kind of a unique feature. I threw out the idea that we just make it wide open game. You can score on any basket. Pick one. You score. It counts. You can bounce it off the backboard, but I don't think they're going to go for that. Apparently, we've got a motor problem. Is that correct?
Yeah, a fuse went out, and they can't figure out what's wrong with the basketball hoops. And
no, they've talked to the athletic director, and he said that, the hoops, you can see them in front of you there. You're like, why is that hoop right in front of me? Well, the hoops that usually go up in the air, a motor went out or a fuse went out, and they've been working for hours, and they cannot get them up. Like I said to you, Rusty, when you walked in, back at your high school in South Dakota, you just go on the wall and get the hand crank.
Yes.
Right?
In the long ones that go to the ceiling.
Yeah, and the freshmen crank those up.
Right.
A lot of memories of that.
Right?
Yeah.
But
actually, we didn't even have that. You had 2 baskets and you just shot at those. That was good.
Really? So they never went up?
No.
They're just solid down there.
They're right there, and that's all you get.
I was telling Debbie when I was a little kid, they didn't have the numbers up there to see how many fouls everybody had. So as a little kid, they gave me these little poles with numbers on them. And when they'd say 3 fouls, I'd put the 3 number up and I'd show it to the crowd and I'd put her back down.
Are you kidding?
I am not kidding.
Jesus, how old are you?
I'm way older than you think. Way older than you guys think.
As they say at the Christmas party, Ariel, you were really something before electricity. Not that bad, trust me. I think we're all similar ages.
Yeah, I think we're close. So, Ariel, what do we got on the New Richmond Tigers tonight? Any recon done?
Yeah, actually, New Richmond has struggled for the last handful of years. This year, though, they've got a pretty strong team. As a matter of fact, they've knocked off Prescott. Prescott had been winning, just tearing up the Middle Border Conference for the last number of years. As a matter of fact, they had a 57-game winning streak. New Richmond beat them earlier this year. Prescott was projected to go to state this year. So if Prescott can beat them, and they only lost Eau Claire North by 10 points.
Oh, wow.
This could be a real good game.
Yeah, this could be a good matchup. Just looking at the Tigers, and both teams have just left the court from a little pregame warm-up there. Tigers looked a little undersized, but I guess that doesn't mean a whole hell of a lot if you're going to come out and play, right?
You know, when you take a look at Rick Montreal's comments about his team this year, he stated that their strength is going to be their defense and their rebounding. Even though they don't have the height, that's where their strengths have been. They had their tallest guys, I think 6'2", maybe, Cole Efforts. He's a banger on the boards. He's a really talented kid. They only lost one starter from last year, and he only scored 9 points a game. So that tells you the remainder of the team is still here, and that's how come they're so strong this year.
There you go. In a Rick Montreal team, you usually get a lot of effort, and they're not gonna leave anything on the floor. They're gonna bring all they got for the entire game and see where it ends up. So the Wildcats got to come into this tonight and be ready for a battle. Take records, take conferences, take everything off the board and just go, we got to come and win one into Richmond, right, Ariel?
You're absolutely right. Numbers don't matter at all once a game starts on the floor. A real perfect example is last Friday. Hudson, who we absolutely dominated in Hudson, played Eau Claire at Eau Claire and beat them 64-62, I think it was.
Oh, I did not see that score, so wow.
They held Dalton Banks to check for the most part, and they knocked off the number 6 team in the state. And Hudson should not have shown up based upon the numbers. So to your point, numbers don't matter at this point.
Yeah, isn't that right? That's why we play the game. So we'll see what we got. We're without Peyton Flood once again, as Kevin had alluded to. Zach Johnson coming off a little bit of an illness, and Adam Feiereisen playing injured and playing just like Adam Feiereisen plays.
Yeah, we talked about that last week, Ariel. Coach gave us a little heads up. His time might be limited. He may not even play. Still a lot of carryover injuries from the football season. And once again, he just takes the team on his back in the second half. And he's just a hard worker all the time, offensively and defensively. And I kind of like last year, the team went how Adam went. And he was working hard, and he's carrying the team even a little banged up. So it's good to see.
Yeah, that's been a consistent theme. You get the same thing from Adam Feiereisen game in and game out. Defensive consistency and just solid defense. And if he can bring some offense to the table, that makes us even much more tougher to deal with.
Right, to that point, offensively, he had 12 points last week on Friday against Menominee. Outstanding. And on top of the 12 points, he had 8 assists. So he's bringing it on the offensive side. He's our best defender on the floor, too. So he's bringing it on both ends. Real solid player. I think he's getting to a point where he's not as dinged up. He may still not be at 100%, but 12 and 8 is pretty damn good.
Yes, it is. That's a good night. And so we got this game for you tonight here from New Richmond High School. Thursday night.
We're going to be at UWRF.
We're going to be at UWRF versus the Prescott Cardinal. Is that correct?
Don't think so.
Okay.
Holman.
That's right. The Holman Vikings.
Yes,
right.
Yes. Okay. And that'll be that's a 5:45 tilt Thursday night. We'll have that live for you from the Page Arena on the campus of the University of Wisconsin River Falls. And then the Experience will be there, and they're going to take over the gear when we're done. They're bringing you the girls' game at 7:30.
Oh, wow.
Fun.
So Holman must be leaving at 8 o'clock that morning to get here?
Yeah, probably. And if that's not enough action for you, there'll be wrestling going on the YouTube channel that night as well from River Falls High School.
Wow.
So that's the
trifecta.
That's the old trifecta. We haven't done one of those in a while.
No, this might be the first trifecta.
This is kind of like the old days when you had channels 4, 9, and 12 at home. This is our early stages of the YouTube, but we're bringing you 3 games on one night.
That's right.
It's pretty good.
Where's the hockey team?
Yeah, they're off. They're playing Wednesday night on the YouTube channel.
Oh, gotcha.
So.
That's when you had to go outside and turn the pole on the side of the house with the antenna so you could get ABC Monday Night Football.
Even worse, my dad made me stand there because we got a lot better reception when I was hanging onto it. He shouted the scores out the window at me once in a while.
Or you could do the tinfoil around the cable.
There you go. Yeah.
These youngsters have no idea what we're talking about. So yeah, we moved to the student section side, and we really weren't sure how many students were going to be here and how our vantage point was looking through these backboards and battling standing students. But this isn't too bad, fellas. I'm comfortable. How are you?
I think we'll have a good view here. We struggled with this view at Hudson. We were in the same position.
Right.
Yeah.
And we had a couple gentlemen that felt the need to stand on the seats, and even after being asked to sit down. And,
they're just a little bit more important than we were.
Well,
I guess.
Absolutely. Most people are, but here we go, folks. We're ready for the welcome and the introduction of players.
Here's your Wildcats starting 5. Rusty and Tim.
We are. Going right to the starting lineups. I believe that is New Richmond's own Mike Montello on the PA announcement.
We have some teachers or something here tonight from New Richmond. Teachers night?
It appears. I thought I saw some folks standing down there. I thought it was a little early for parents tonight, but maybe not.
Looks like they're getting some hunting gear at Blaze Orange.
It looks like it is teacher night. That's awesome.
That beginning, first half. I'm just going to remind you because last week I was too shy. I'm only doing it very politely because you work so hard at that.
River Falls volleyball team did this during the season, I recall.
Oh, did they? Yeah. Kind of a good touch.
Yeah. Yep.
So we don't have our on-court mic tonight, so some of this is going to be a little hard to pick up at home. We had other priorities like actually getting this streaming.
It actually works.
They had to carry gear
Across.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I didn't. You guys did. Sorry about that. But,
your limo was late.
I'll be here
limo was
earlier
late.
next
Yeah.
time, Oh, this is a nice touch. Recognize some of the teachers that have had an impact on the New Richmond ball players. So very cool.
Yeah, it is cool.
Yeah. So, Ariel, doing a little studying on the New Richmond team. Who's typically Rick Montreal teams don't really have a go-to guy that you have to shut down. They've had a couple really strong players throughout the years, but typically they're a pretty evenly balanced scoring and whatnot team. Is that kind of the same situation we have tonight with this year's team?
I think you're right. It's they've got a lot of energy guys on their team. There's this Talon Sikora who they really key on his activity on the floor. I know they had a close game against St. Croix Central, and he keyed that win for them with a steal and a basket. This Cole Efforts is another one of their players. He's 6'2", probably the tallest kid on their team, or close to the tallest kid on their team. He's going to bring it. He's been very, very solid over the last couple of years.
He gives a great effort.
He does. He does.
That's called low-hanging fruit, Russ.
Thanks, Kate.
And then there's a Joey Kidder on the team, too. Those three are their main players. They pretty much are equal across the three of them. They bring a little bit different game, and Sikoro's more of their guard. Efforts is more of the big guy. Efforts can really clean up the boards. So it'll be interesting to see our bigs like JT Doherty match up against him down below.
So the experience is up at Rice Lake tonight, bringing you the girls' game. Up in the Crow's Nest. Remember that one, Russ, up there? About a 6 foot by 6 foot pen.
Yes, I do. I remember we got a lot of work out of one Colleen Westhouse that night.
We did.
Yes,
we did.
Oh,
She was a trooper. She did multiple things while you and I pretended like we knew what we were doing with the game.
Yeah.
Were the Ellensons playing?
Yes,
in
they
those
were.
days?
Henry was still in the house.
Yeah, you guys were up in the Bird's Nest, but it was a packed gym, I bet.
Oh, yeah, it was. Yeah. And now, folks, we're going to bring you the national anthem.
It's going to be like Hudson. We almost have to look down.
Yeah, right.
I wonder if I can get any piece of that flag up there. There we go. Well, good evening again, everybody, and welcome to non-conference high school varsity basketball. The River Falls Wildcats have traveled north about 22 and a half miles to take on the New Richmond Tigers. Good evening, everybody. I'm Kevin Westhouse, joined by Ariel Avestras, Russ Blasius, and Debbie Avestras, getting it done on the scoreboard and clock tonight. I'm going to be on the camera, but Russ and Ariel are going to bring you the play-by-play in color. So, Russ and Ariel, take it away.
All right, thanks, Kevin, and welcome everybody to tonight's tilt. And we're getting the starting lineups. First team announced is our hometown visiting team in this tilt, River Falls Wildcats. It's Adam Feiereisen, Mike Vitt, Taylor Terrell, JT Doherty, and Zach Johnson. So the Cats are introduced and on the floor, and now we're going to turn it over here and see who we're going to match up against right away for this New Richmond Tigers team. Ariel, what's the Tiger record today? Do we know what that is?
They are 3-2 with wins over loss to Rice Lake, wins over Prescott, Osceola, and St. Croix Central. They're 3-2, and losses, as I stated earlier, to Eau Claire North and to Rice Lake, actually.
All right. Starters, Jack Studeman, Talon Sikora, Cooper Errol, Drew Momchalovich.
That's the name.
And number 23, Joey Kidder, rounds out the starting lineup for the hometown New Richmond Tigers.
Coached by Rick Montreal in his 13th year, former UWRF graduate with close ties to River Falls.
Yeah, Rick had a nice career as a Falcon basketball player.
Never got a chance to watch him play, did you?
I didn't either, but I think I'm just hearing some stories from days gone by that.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
I think you're right.
Moments away from tip-off.
I ran into one, our old friend Dan McGinty from UWRF in the hallway. And Dan says he's thoroughly enjoying retirement. And that's good to hear. I didn't have any doubts, but it's good to hear that Dan's doing okay in retirement.
I was going to say, I don't know a whole lot of people who don't like it. But
right. Some people think that, city folks are on retirement. But
Hey,
there you go.
Hey,
yeah, maybe.
50 hours a week.
Yeah. Tip is up and controlled by the Cats. And here we go, folks, as we start the lineup once again. We got a little side basketball basket problem. It might be in the way, but we'll bring you the game. And Zach Johnson scores the first 2 points of the game, and here come the Tigers the other way. Here's Kidder out top. Entry pass, Kidder, free throw line extended, guarded by Doherty. Back to Kidder.
I was going to say maybe that was an indication. Zach Johnson says, I feel pretty good tonight.
Yeah, right. He just pulled up on that baseline jumper and knocked it down.
Interesting piece that we didn't know about beforehand, but Cole Efforts is not on the floor, number 5.
Oh, okay. That is number 10, Sikora. Kidder baseline, kicks it back out. That's Studeman in the lane, little runner, a little hard, won't go. Terrell gathers up the rebound, and here come the Wildcats the other way with Adam Feiereisen leading the way. Zach Johnson says, let's do it again. Won't go. Feiereisen rebound, reverse layup, won't go. Doherty put back, and the third try is in for the Cats.
2 offensive rebounds, very strong on the boards. Nice job, JT.
JT Doherty puts it in, and it's an early 4-0 Wildcat lead. New Richmond with their second possession.
JT's getting his 3rd start of the season with Peyton Flood on the bench.
Yeah, we got a chance to interview JT.
That's right.
After the...
those boys are tall, and then they get up to you, and they're like, okay, they're a little bit taller than that.
And Joey Kidder knocks down his first shot, and it's worth 3, and that'll cut the Wildcat lead to 1. Joey Kidder draws the duty of guarding Zach Johnson as well. Entry pass, Doherty. He's guarded by Errol. And nice shot, JT Doherty. A little step back fadeaway, Ariel.
Absolutely. There was a great comment coming from Zach Campbell last week after the game. He said, we expected JT to be where he's at right now today in February. He's brought it to us. He's brought that type of game here in December, which is really great to see.
Boy, and as a coach, Coach Campbell's got to just really like that progression, right?
Nice steal by
Zach Johnson. Steal, right-handed layup in, and it's an early 8-3 Wildcat lead with 15:20 to go here in the first period.
The real nice thing with that, if people have not watched Zach Johnson play before, he's left-handed, and he did that on the right-hand side to protect the ball.
And a little runner. Jack Studeman takes Mike Vitt to the lane, bodies him up, scores the 6-footer, and it's an 8-5 Wildcat lead. Here's Mike Vitt setting up the offense. He'll drive in the lane, pivoting. Ball knocked around, stolen by the Tigers, and here comes Studeman the other way. He'll go at Feiereisen.
And a charge.
Oh, wow, and he calls a charge.
He might be watching that Davison kid for the Badgers.
Good point, Ariel.
I think my wife knows what I'm talking about. She's smiling.
No basket. Stays an 8-5 Wildcat lead. Here comes Feiereisen and the Cats walking it up in the traveling blue uniforms tonight.
Oh, I like that. Did you see what they did right there? They had 2 high screens coming up. They were going to do a pick and roll. I like that idea, especially with JT Doherty on the floor.
Zach Johnson out top. Taylor Terrell. Taylor knocked down some big threes in the Hudson game as well as across Logan. It's like he's finding his feet, getting his feet under him, and we got another offensive foul on JT Doherty.
You get that one, we get that one.
Yeah, right. Tit for tat. Cooper Errol draws it. And Tigers going to bring it up. Joey Kidder leading the way for New Richmond.
Will Johnson's chiming in, tuning in from Punta Gorda, Florida. Will, it's always good to have you along.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh,
nice steal.
Taylor Terrell, good hands. And there's another offensive foul on Adam Feiereisen. Kidder draws another one. And that's 3 offensive fouls in the first 4 minutes of the ball game, gentlemen.
We saw 3 in the first 5 games.
Just
maybe.
Right.
Maybe.
Yeah.
And this is the Fern triplets, too.
Oh, yeah.
Not the triplets, but the 3 guys. 2 of them are twins.
And once again, this broadcast between two ferns.
I apologize. You said that like 18 times. I still don't know what that means.
It's a very famous internet show. It's called Between Two Ferns, and it's really goofy. It was one President Barack Obama went on, and no one could believe he even went on it because it's really off the wall. It's a show called Between Two Ferns.
Well, I'm between Russ and Kevin right now, so I think that counts.
Similar, yeah.
It's similar.
And Obama and I have the same birthday.
So there you go.
There you go.
Zach Johnson drive fouled on the way up. He'll go to the line, earning 2 as the Cats look to try to expand on this early 8-5 lead. 13:37 to go in the ball game. I'm sorry, in the first half, not in the ball game. That would have been the world's fastest game. Zach Johnson knocks down the first to make it 9-5, and we have our first substitution in the game. And much to Janet Burns' enjoyment, the Doherty brothers are on the court at the same time.
And they're right across the.
So that's number 15, Liam Doherty, in the ball game. New Richmond puts in its first sub, and that's Ryan Kling, number 3, seeing his first action. 6-foot senior. Here's Kidder out top. Entry pass. There's Efforts. How do you say it, Ariel?
It's Efforts.
Efforts seeing his first action of the night. With the ball. Bounce pass, entry,
Nice
stolen,
steal.
knocked away, stolen by Taylor Terrell. Good defense, Adam Feiereisen. Oh, good entry pass to Liam Doherty. He has to kick it back out. Too high for Taylor Terrell, but it goes right to Josh Basie.
That was high and hot.
High and hot. Joey Kidder walking it up for the New Richmond Tigers. He'll kick it out. 3-point shot up quickly by number 10. That's Talon Sikora. He knocks it down. It's a 2-point Wildcat lead. Here's Zach Johnson back out Feiereisen. Taylor Terrell, both teams settling in man-to-man defense. Feiereisen backs in the lane, up and under, reverse layup, count it.
Strong.
Strong move by the senior guard. Here's Kidder, gives it back Sikora. Kling.
I give credit to Sikora. He tried to take a charge right there before. Oh, my Lord.
Everyone wants to take a charge, right?
Yeah.
And there's Efforts. Cole Efforts makes his presence known in the game pretty quickly with his first 2 points. And it's 12-10 Wildcats. Zach Johnson, quick three-pointer, top of the key. Count it. He's got a quick release and a pretty shot, and he knocks it down right there, the sophomore guard for the Wildcats.
Yeah, our basketball aficionado, Greg Peters, said he was very shocked and surprised at how quickly Zach could get that ball off. He really quick release.
And errant pass on this end by Adam Feiereisen. Ball out of bounds. It'll go back to New Richmond.
Michael Johnson coming in for JT Doherty, giving him a little bit of a spell.
Michael Johnson back in seeing his first action. In for the Tigers, Tim Salmon, number 14 in the ball game. He now has the ball guarded by Taylor Terrell. He'll fling it over to Kling. Oh, ball knocked away. Oh. Kling entry pass Efforts. He's backing in. Reverse little fadeaway shot won't go. Rebound Cats, and here's Zach Johnson. Pushing the tempo. Little runner, no good. Efforts rebound, and here come the Tigers the other way. 15-10, River Falls. Oh, Kidder. Pass taken away. Adam Feiereisen. Count the layup. There you go, Adam Feiereisen.
I think we've got at least 4 steals now.
That's just Adam Feiereisen to a T, isn't it?
Right.
And there's a strong drive by Kidder right back at Feiereisen. Bodies him up. Scores it, and it's 17-12 Wildcats.
Yeah, we were talking a little bit about that in the pregame. Adams' carryover injuries from football. They're just not showing up on the floor.
No,
right? If he's injured. Oh, and
nice.
Good energy, good hustle there. Mike Johnson put back.
Another
scores.
Offensive rebound. Big.
And three-point shot the other end by Ryan Kling. Mike Johnson tried to go a little Todd Gurley over that Tiger player that was in his way, but the guy decided to get up.
We're sitting in the bleachers, and there's 2 10-year-olds. They're having a track meet up and down the bleachers. That's why your camera's shaking.
They are. That's literally what's happening here. Where's security?
Yeah, right.
Taylor Terrell, no good. Strong rebound. Joey Kidder knocks Adam Feiereisen out of the play. Here's Cole Efforts. He kicks it around. Shot up, no good by number 10, Talon Sikora, and rebound Mike Johnson. Cats. A little action there up and down the court, and it's a 19-15 Cat lead after all that. Zach Johnson pull up, no good. Ryan Kling, rebound falls right in his hands. And here's Kidder. He'll just pull up. Why not? Off the back iron, no good. That's why. And here's Adam Feiereisen with the rebound for the Cats.
This half is on fast forward.
It's going really quickly.
Well, they're right on cue. Not but a timeout. So for those of you just tuning in, I want to remind you that, see the basket right in front of you there, and you're probably yelling at your TV going, why is that basket there? Well, they've had a malfunction in the gym. They couldn't get that basket, or that one up tonight. So they're actually hanging in play, and there's some ground rules before the game about how they're going to play off of those baskets, but they're hanging a good 6-7 feet over the court.
Yeah.
They are.
And it's making it kind of tough on the viewing. So good thing they're glass backboard. So thanks for your patience on that. That is a New Richmond High School malfunction.
And I know the camera is focused down below there, but if you could see where we're sitting, we're at the far end corner up here all by ourselves.
Yeah, we were trying to figure out where to go. And student section is down in front of us. We didn't know how full that would be. Knew they would be standing. Bleachers are never fun, but because people run up and down, the camera shakes. But anyway, we make the most of it, bringing it to you all the way to Punta Gorda, Florida. How about that? Hope you can enjoy this wonderful basketball contest. 19-15 Wildcats with 19-15 to go in the first half.
And here we go. Cat ball after the timeout. Let's see what Coach Zach Campbell drew up as Zach Johnson swings it far side. Here's Mike Vitt out top. And he's being guarded by Jacob Parent, new entry into the game. Liam Doherty drives around efforts.
Oh.
And we got a late body call. We'll take it. That'll move Liam Doherty to the charity stripe for 2.
The below Fern didn't make the call, but the outside Fern did.
I wonder if these guys can even tell each other apart. Do they know who they are? Good looking stroke and free throw is good on shot number 1 from Liam Doherty. And the second is good. Good looking shot. Good rotation on the ball. Count it. Here's Parent the other way for New Richmond. 2 efforts. Kling far side.
Those kids have an unbelievable amount of energy over there.
My God, I guess. It's like we're in a constant earthquake here.
Where are the gym people, the people watching these kids?
Right.
Cole Efforts for 3.
The gym attendants.
Cole Efforts knocks down the three-pointer after the skip pass across the court, and there's an errant pass. Thought it was tipped, but I guess not. It goes out of bounds. Back to New Richmond with a three-pointer can tie this game. And into the game for New Richmond is number 44, Cooper Eckert. Coach Rick Montreal going deep to the bench early in the game.
Adam Fireisen's on the bench as well.
And
Nice
JT
steal.
Doherty is back in, and here's Mike Johnson. Steal, brings it the other way.
Tough
Little
shot.
jump shot, no good. Ryan Kling, possibly the smallest guy on the court with the rebound. And here comes the Tigers the other way. Again, trailing by 3 with about 7:45 to go here first period. Here's Salmon out top. Entry pass efforts.
Oh, that was
Had good position, good pass.
Beautiful play. So one of the Dohertys thought he was going to go up top, so he went up top and he snuck on below, got that pass, easy shot.
Zach Johnson, quick release off the back iron, no good. Battle for the rebound. Doherty up off the front iron, no good. Ball out of bounds off Doherty. It'll go to the Tigers.
A lot of bodies going up and down there, a lot of contact.
Yeah.
Michael Tiffany in, spelling Michael Johnson.
And Drew Momchalovich back in for the Tigers. I'm just going to call him Mom.
What's his first name? Drew Mom.
And here's Kling, guarded by Zach Johnson. Out near the midcourt line. He'll get it to Momchalovich. Drew Mom. There's Kling. Three-point shot. Hoisted up. No good. Rebound. Mike Vitt for the Wildcats, and here they come the other way. Tiffany drives baseline, kicks it back out. Vitt in the lane, looking for help, and there's Zach Johnson out top. Back to Vitt. JT Doherty. Wildcats getting a little ball movement here, running the offense, kicking it around. Ball knocked away from Mike Vitt, stolen, and here comes Jacob Parent to Momchalovich. Drew Mom back out to Parent.
The Wildcats have been pretty good with turnovers this season, but tonight a little loosey-goosey.
Yeah, and not that the tempo was like crazy up and down.
Right.
It's interesting you say that, Kevin, because they have had turnovers, but by the same token, they've got more steals in this first half than I've seen all season.
Yeah, good point, Ariel.
And a half.
You think of the tempo and the pace that Lacrosse Logan wanted to play in that first half of that game. It was a lot faster than this game. We seem to control that ball better. So, yeah, a couple more turnovers, but in defense, a couple more steals. So maybe they've all leveled out. By any account, it's a 21-20 Wildcat lead.
Russ and Ariel, you're on. Come on, we're up in the booth here. You got to look this way, Ariel. So there you go.
Hey, Kate,
we're up in the bleachers. Yes, sir.
Don't forget one of our first messages to all when we started this endeavor.
Yeah.
We have faces made for radio.
Yeah, but
all of
You need
us.
to point it at. You need to point it at Michelle Tafoya.
Yeah,
we got Michelle Tafoya.
Yeah.
There you go.
Then I'm going to show you those kids over there causing all the trouble. You guys just lean back just a little bit.
Yeah.
There's the Rugrats that are on the track. Here comes another one right here. Look at them come.
Yeah, get him.
Look at them. Here they come. Up and down, up and down.
And if you're a New Richmond parent and that's your kid, send
get
him a
him.
text to sit down.
Really
We're just kidding. We're just kidding. We love kids. Who else is going to do the dishes?
This reminds me of the Hudson game, if you recall a Hudson game.
Yeah.
We were way up on the top here.
we
It was
were.
a similar type of gym situation. The kids were jumping all over the place.
Here we go.
And after the timeout, we're back in action. Tiger ball looking to take their first lead, if I'm correct. There's Drew Mom. He'll kick it back out to Cooper Eckert.
I like Drew Mom, but that's going to make it a lot easier for you.
It sure is. I can't. I have no chance of spelling his last name, and I certainly can't say it, so I'm going to go with Drew Mom. Here's Salmon.
I think that Cooper Eckert is the son of the AD, right, Deb? She says yes.
Is that Casey's son?
That's Casey's son.
Okay. He's a lot better looking than his dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it has something to do with his mom. My wife, Debbie, is very good friends with his mom, right? They scrapbook together.
That might be the most emphatic description of scrapbooking ever.
Oh, you guys haven't seen it. You guys got to come over to our house and see all the scrapbooks we got. We got a ton of them. Really good stuff, but we got a lot.
All right, back to basketball. Here's Eckert. He'll skip past Joey Kidder. Kidder drives baseline up and under, kicks it back out.
Joey Kidder needs to drive a NASCAR car. Doesn't
Right.
it sound like
Yes.
a race car driver?
Salmon in the lane. Oh, left-handed
my
hook
gosh.
shot in there. Tim Salmon.
Wow, nice move. Caught him off guard.
You got to call
And
those
they
banks?
got the lead.
You do have to call that
bank,
horse.
right? Yeah.
When I used to play one Reed Lindsay, I never let him get away with that crap. And horse, you got to call that
You got
shot.
to call the banks.
And that's the Wildcat first lead of the game at 22-21.
For the Tigers.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Tigers. And there's an errant pass
Another
by Tiffany. And the ball will go back to the Tigers, leading by 1 at 4:23 to go here in the first half. Ariel, help me if my memory's correct, but it seems like we've had a pretty good run of basketball players into Richmond by the last name of Kidder. Has there not been a few?
That's a really, you know what? I
A few
can't
years
recall.
ago, it seems like
Maybe.
there's been one. And so ball off of Kidder. And it's coming back to the Wildcats looking to retake the lead. Back in the game for New Richmond is Cooper Errol, number 11.
I recognize a lot of these names from football. A lot of football players.
Yeah. Taylor Terrell back in the game for the Cats. Mike Vitt going to get a break. So the Cats, it's Doherty squared, Adam Fireeisen, Taylor Terrell, and Zach Johnson.
I like this lineup.
Yeah, let's see what happens with this. I like it as well.
Oh, look at that.
that.
And then we didn't get it.
And save
son.
underneath the basket, and the Tigers will bring it the other way.
We're watching way too much Badger basketball.
Here's efforts. Long three-point shot
you
off
go.
the front iron, no good. And here comes Adam Fireeisen the other way for the Cats.
Oh, son of a gun. Not like Adam Fireeisen.
Pass knocked away. Basket the other way by Studeman. And it's 24-21 Tigers.
It feels like one of those games where we've improved a lot over the last handful of games. And now we're just sort of have a little bit of a hiccup. We need to do a little bit of adjusting, take care of the ball. I think we'll be fine.
And now we're trying to trade baskets.
The 6'8" Doherty. He
Yes.
hit that three. Pretty smooth.
Very nice.
I had a nice vantage point right here with that one. When it left his hand, I thought it was good, and it was good.
That was butter.
That was sweet butter.
Sweet butter. Yeah, I'm just the progression of both of the Dohertys is really amazing in a short
It
time.
really has been. They've adapted to the varsity game pretty quickly. Came out of the gate with a couple of early big rivers tilts, which are tough to adjust to. That's a different level of basketball. So I agree. They've progressed well, and the Wildcats back with a 2-point lead. New Richmond looking for an answer here on their end. Here's Sikora. Drew Mom. Back to Sikora. Here's Joey Kidder. Entry pass Kidder off his hands, right into the hands of Zach Johnson. Cats will come the other way. Offensive foul going the other way. Drawn by Cole Efforts.
I'm not sure if he got there. I can't wait to go back and watch a replay.
Yeah, I agree with you, K-Dog.
I thought he was moving pretty well, too.
He fell hard, though.
Looks like he's kind of slid right over there, didn't he?
Yeah, I'm going to go back and I'll go back and rewatch it.
Yeah, we'll look at that.
If you're at home, you can just go down your slide bar and go back and rewatch it yourself right now. Then you can get on the chat and let us know.
Yeah. Chat it up.
Chat and let us know if that was really a charge or not. It was a nice move.
Oh, Fire Eisen with a little offensive acumen tonight.
Huh? Can't stop that. Can't stop that. Nicely done, Adam.
I think we've made this comment before, but man, doesn't that seem like it's unstoppable? I mean, it's there all the time for him. As strong and as athletic and in control as he is, seems like it might be there a lot. 3-point shot up for New Richmond, bounces around and in, and that's Cooper Errol.
I was just going to say that our lineup right now is going to cause problems for them in taking those 3-point shots because of how long we are, but give credit to New Richmond to find him open. We were a little bit late to close out on that, to put a hand up in his face.
Doherty, quick release, no good. Kidder with the rebound, and here come the Tigers. Here's Efforts, Seal, he'll go to the bucket, fouled by Taylor Terrell. And he'll go to the line. How about a quick sponsor, Deb? Put that on the screen. We'll give a shout out to our friends at First National Bank of River Falls. Thank you for your continual sponsorship and support of River Falls High School athletics and the community of River Falls in general. A good community supporter and member, so thank you, Jeff Johnson, the Worm family, and everybody involved there at First National Bank of River Falls. We got a tie ball game closing in on a minute to go here in the first half. Cats with the possession, looking to take the lead. JT Doherty gives it back to Zach Johnson. Zach will drive in the lane, little pullback. Kidder defending very well with that one. Here's Adam Fireeisen. Oh, JT Doherty will fire it up. It's a little short, no good. And here come the Tigers the other way. Here's Drew Mom pushing the tempo. Baseline kicks it back out. Kling back in the game for the Tigers. Three-point fake dish pass stolen by Mike Vitt. Cats with possession. Oh, good entry pass from Adam Fireeisen.
Nice move by JT to get to the hoop on that shot, too.
Absolutely. Good cut. Good position. And Adam Fireeisen will find you there, right, Ariel?
Absolutely.
Last shot here for New Richmond potentially with 10 seconds.
See if we can close this out with a stop.
Kidder. We got a foul. It's been a pretty clean first half, right? We got 9 total fouls.
Yeah. Here's my assessment of the first half. It's been a scrappy first half, but not really a Rembrandt.
Oh my. He was saving that one.
Right? Yeah.
You know, a lot of turnovers by the Wildcats. We haven't seen that. It was scrappy.
Yeah, right.
You know, but
It might be more like one of those canvas paintings where everybody gets together and drinks wine.
Right? Yeah, it might have been one of the wine paintings.
K-Dog, Bulldog. The Bulldog playing poker.
Yeah, right? There you go. So there you go. That'll wrap up the first half of action, which seemed to move along quite briskly. And after 18 minutes of play, it's your River Falls Wildcats 30 and the New Richmond Tigers 28. Ariel, K-Dog, what's your takeaway from that first half?
Really quickly, they were going up and down the floor quite fast. The interesting part is while they're moving quite fast up and down the floor, this is the first time we've not seen a full court press, I think, out of all the games that we've played that really pushed the effort, going up and down. So it was quick, but we didn't have – it's a different type of personality of this game than we've seen before in the past. So it's interesting. I think we've adjusted well.
Yeah, good point, Ariel. I look at kind of leaning over here trying to see the scoreboard with the stats. It looks like we've got a couple players with 9 points and maybe Adam Feiereisen with 8. I think JT Doherty and Zach Johnson both with 9. That would surmise about 26 of our 30 points. So, and that's probably about right. And we've got some holiday cheer going on here from the New Richmond Tiger dance team. So we're going to just sit back and be quiet and let you enjoy
I'm enjoying
the holiday entertainment.
I feel festive right now.
We'll circle the wagons back for some more in-depth commentary in about, let's say, 4 minutes.
Comedy or commentary?
Yeah, you take your pick.
Right.
boys football team versus the staff team, who's definitely slowly making their way on the floor. Here's how it works. They're going to get 1 minute to shoot free throws, 1 minute to shoot three-pointers, and then they get a chance at one half shot for 5 points.
So I got it. Don Richards chimed in. And
Did he?
I'm going to tell you share what Don says.
Oh, no.
Says, good job on the announcing, guys, but why, considering there are three of you, isn't somebody keeping stats, at least points? That's what people want to know. So you can go back up to the board there. You first give Don the points. Okay. Don.
Yeah, right. This is a shout-out. DR, the points, River Falls Wildcats, with the 5 players they have on the board up there. We have Adam Feiereisen with 8. JT Doherty and Zach Johnson with 9 each, which with my math, Kimball High School math, equates to 26. That would leave us 4 points short of knowing who got what. I believe Liam Doherty might have 2 of those. And let's just give it to, who do I give it to? Mike Johnson?
Mike Johnson.
Mike
All
Johnson.
right.
There you go.
Give it to Mike Johnson.
So they're just scoring for the first half, DR.
And for the Tigers, they got a lot of guys with 5 and 4 and 3. Joey Kidder has 5 the way it looks. They had a couple guys off the bench knock down some threes. So I think they're pretty evenly spread, and 5 points might be their top scorer in the first half.
Yeah.
To be quite honestly. So
I would like to build on. So DR too. So we've got color commentator. We've got play-by-play man. I'm on the camera, and then Deb Evestres she's doing the clock and the scoreboard. So it's not only a 3-man operation. This is a 4-man operation, and there's still not enough hands to do the scoreboard.
and don't forget, DR, we have a. Is it 25, just 25 in numbers variance so we can be, or is it 25% plus or minus?
Plus or minus 25%.
Yeah.
Hey, DR, we have a vacancy.
Yeah.
If you have a free night some night, you can come out. You can get up here with the team.
I think one night, DR, you had one guy with 11 points that never saw the floor.
We run a pretty tight ship up here. This is no dollar show, but we run a pretty tight ship.
It's a free show, actually.
But there's not many free hands to do scoring. So, but they do have the scoreboard up, and Russ is just able to peek around the corner and see that. So, and share the points with you. So, again, our leading scorer is Adam Feiereisen.
Yes, it is. I'm sorry, the JT Doherty and Zach Johnson with 9 each.
There you go.
And it might have sounded like we were just ripping DR apart there, but thanks for listening, DR. We appreciate it.
Hey, he gives the thanks with one exclamation point,
yeah.
so that's good.
Are you sure it was an exclamation point?
Just one exclamation point, though. I wasn't 2, so I just want to be clear on that.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening, everybody. Welcome aboard. I hope you're enjoying the game and taking in Wildcat basketball on the road up here in New Richmond. Tight game, 30-28.
Yeah, 30-28. We got a little shootout here. New Richmond football players versus faculty, I believe, and not sure exactly what the methodology is. There's some official scorekeeping there, and we got a tally. Not that it matters, but we'll see who won or lost.
Deb, is that Tim Kennel down there? Is that Tim Kennel? That just shot?
Pardon me?
There's a teacher from New Richmond. I think his name is Tim Kennel.
Oh.
Hey, Russ, Don said he did have a guy with 11 who never saw the court. He said, that's why I don't volunteer anymore. That a baby, DR.
Yeah, way, DR. Well, this has been a fast, entertaining halftime, has it not? We saw the holiday dancing team. We saw some shootouts of faculty versus some of the high school football players.
And a scoring rundown.
And a scoring rundown for all you fans at home. Hey, this New Richmond gym sure is a nice facility. They got the big scoreboard up there, a lot of sponsors underneath, and got the players on the side that will give you the scoring and foul position there. So, yeah, pretty cool place here they put together with their new gymnasium and high school that is, what do you think this is, 8, 10 years old now? Not that far?
I don't even think it's that far old.
Right.
Yeah, I recall they were playing here in 2010. Oh, maybe. Yeah, 2010 is the first time I think I recall playing out here. 2011, they had their best basketball team for a long time. They were ranked number 2 in the state. River Falls came up here and played them, and they really took it to us. They couldn't miss a shot.
Yeah, I remember that.
And then we played them in the sectional semifinals or the regional finals and beat them in 2011.
Okay. Yeah.
And then we went on to play Onalaska, who had a player that went on to play at Iowa State, whose name I can't recall. Deb, do you remember?
Matt Thomas.
Matt Thomas, there you go. He was
we
the
saw
real
him
deal.
far too often.
Yeah, he was the real deal.
One of the first times I saw Matt Thomas might have been the year, I think your son, Aaron, was a senior at Eau Claire in a sectional playoff game or regional?
Sectional playoff game.
And wasn't the score of that game like 32-27?
It was, yeah, I don't think Onalaska scored 32. I think they scored maybe 28 points and we were like 24.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
I remember that. I think they had lids on the basket at Eau Claire Memorial that day.
Deb says it was 26-22 was the score of that game.
Oh my gosh.
It was a defensive struggle. It was interesting how that game went out. It was you'd think it was a boring game, but it was such a close game too. It was like everybody was really uptight. Every ball, it was almost like watching a pitching duel.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, and Matt Thomas was a sophomore in that game.
Yes.
And I'm going to guess that after his next 2 years of basketball as a junior and senior, he probably didn't go a game without scoring 26 points.
No, that's true.
He was a machine, and I've heard of a story in one of our playoff games with him when he might have been a senior, that his message, it was a little too close for comfort for him with the Wildcats. His message to his team on the floor was, "Get me the blank ball."
Wow. I like the confidence.
And I think it went well. He scored about the next 13 points.
Hey, I was going to comment on the gym. This is a nice gym, but I can guarantee you right now, someone's searching a lot of kitchen drawers looking for the warranty to get those hoops up on that mechanism.
So we were commenting on the scoreboard over here. Their other scoreboard is completely blacked out.
It is.
That one on the right-hand side.
Someone's going, where are those warranties? I know they were in the top drawer last year.
We did get a warranty, didn't we?
Yeah.
I mean, just like
Right.
if you go through the line at any department store and you buy a toaster.
Right.
Do you want the extended plan with that $9.99 toaster? No, I think I'll pass. All right, here we go. We're back to basketball. New Richmond, first possession here in the second half. Joey Kidder driving on Adam Fireheisen in the lane. Bodies him up, and he puts it in, and it's a tie ball game.
I think the refs decided they weren't going to call a charge the second half.
Maybe they went in, looked at the tape, and said, my God, we called a lot of offensive fouls there, didn't we?
Call came in from New York.
Yeah, right? Yeah. JT Doherty, a little short. Tiger rebound, and here's Studeman. Might have got away with a step, and again, and ball taken away.
Yeah, a little bunny hop there.
Yeah, right? It's Christmas, not Easter. Mm-hmm. Here's Taylor Terrell. He'll go far side. Zach Johnson in front of the Wildcat bench. Coach Zach Campbell up in his typical stance during a game, right? He sees a lot of, he probably puts on a lot of miles during one of these games.
Second half?
Second half.
There we go.
Oh, pardon me?
I was talking to Debbie.
Sorry.
Another turnover.
And what do we have here? We got a
ball.
jump ball. Drew Mom tied up by Adam Fireheisen and JT Doherty. The ball will come back to the Wildcats under our own basket. Tied up at 30 apiece with the New Richmond Tigers in this non-conference December tilt. Little hook shot, no good by Doherty. Rebound, Tigers. Kidder trying to direct traffic. There's Sikora with the ball far side. Coach Rick Montreal shouting out instructions for his New Richmond Tigers. Joey Kidder in the lane, strong move. Reverse up and under off his, knocked out of bounds. Good defense, Adam Fireheisen. I got a text that we have one Chris Blasius and Emily Blasius tuned in at Quarry Road in River Falls. I'm sure they're enjoying some holiday cheer at home. Root beer.
This tells you there's absolutely nothing on TV. If they're doing
Yeah, right.
Oh, my. Oh, my. Just wait a second. Todd Frisch is watching. Todd Frisch is watching.
Good. Thanks,
he texted
Todd.
me.
Thank you, Todd.
He had a question mark, like 15 question marks after the word scrapbooking.
right.
As he should.
It's not often you can weave a scrapbooking conversation into these basketball games.
That might be the first.
That might be the first.
Yeah, I would hope
It's
so.
not going to be the last if my wife is around.
And now all of a sudden we have no fouls. We have nothing
Isn't
called.
that
We're
wonderful?
just going to let him go here.
Oh, Lord.
Chainsaws were out there.
Oh.
And it's just play on.
Greg Peters had a statement before, during the game last week. He said, it's going to get ugly pretty soon. It's gotten ugly here.
Man.
My God.
And there's the foul. We finally got a foul. And it's on the Tigers. And that's on Drew Mom. That's Drew Mom's first. Todd, thanks for chiming in on the scrapbooking discussion. If you'd like to know anything about crocheting or anything of that nature, let us know.
We got this thing's kind of turned into a pretty good basketball game. Tight.
It sure
a tight tilt.
Are we watching the
There's
basketball
the game.
Oh, by the way, it's a 31-30 game going on.
Right.
Oh, battle
go,
for the
Zach.
rebound. Zach
Oh,
Johnson gets it,
darn
then
it.
knocked away, and here come the Tigers the other way. Good hustle there by Johnson. Here's Studeman for the Tigers. He'll drive in the lane. Vitt ties him up.
Ooh, jump ball.
Good defense there, Mike Vitt.
We started off seeing more charges called in the first half than we've seen in a long time. That's 3 tie-ups already in this half.
Yes, it is.
Possession arrow now. There it was another saying the possession arrow goes to River Falls. When I first looked up, it said New Richmond, and they said, no, we forgot to change it last time.
There's just been too many. They can't keep up.
I tell you what, the way the production of this whole game is going, it's making us look fairly well organized with our broadcast.
Not a Rembrandt is pretty accurate.
Yeah, right. And here's the Cats looking to extend their 1-point lead, 31-30. Here's Taylor Terrell out top. He's looking inside for Liam Doherty. He tries to back into number 11. That is Cooper Errol, and Errol gets out of the way.
That was a good play on Errol's part.
It sure was.
He was really trying to post up on him. He just moved out of the way, and he fell down.
Yeah. Doherty was trying to create that body contact, and it wasn't there. Here's Studeman in front of the Tiger bench. He'll dribble it back out. Sikora gives it to Kidder.
Way to get in there, Taylor.
And Kidder out top, being guarded by our defensive stalwart, Adam Fireeisen. Good drive by Joey Kidder
Very
and
nice.
bucket. He's a 6'2 junior.
32-31, 14-28 and counting. Another turnover.
Pass tipped. Here's Kidder to Studeman, layup Tigers.
Timeout.
It's 34-31. Timeout Wildcats.
Efforts and salmon back in for the Tigers. Full timeout by River Falls.
Get the feeling that this game is going to be really, really close. So just 1 or 2 extra turnovers, that could be the difference in
Yeah,
the game.
it could be, and this is one of those, Ariel, you're right. I think it's going to come down to the wire. I don't
Right.
see any team pulling away. K-Dog, at halftime, you gave us a little update on the River Falls
girls.
Wildcat girls. It was
Yeah.
22-19 at that time.
Yep, I'm going to go back over there and
All
see if I
right.
can find it right now and get you a real score update. Over there in Rice Lake, 32-24 River Falls with 3:49 to go in the first half.
Very nice.
Oh, wow.
Take the long way here. It's over the woods and through the river or whatever that is.
We talked about the Ellenson boys playing basketball there. They had Ella Ellenson that was playing basketball for
That's
them on
right.
the girls' side. And I think she went to play for Valparaiso.
Oh, she did?
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, it's actually 32-24. I believe it's halftime. 32-24 River Falls up in Rice Lake.
Ah,
The experience over there on the other YouTube channel, bringing you that one.
I'm sure some enjoyment and levity shared in that,
yeah.
Oh, just
that
a
broadcast.
little
That's a pretty good half for Coach Ian Stickton. The girls, 32 points at the first half.
I agree.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw that, the experience. So they did a calculation of how many miles they were putting on for the girls' basketball season this year for away games.
Yeah.
932.
Jeez.
That's a lot of traveling for a couple volunteers.
That is, so shout out to the experience duo there.
That's commitment.
They have a lot of fun with this. They do a great job, so it's fun to see. Zach Johnson bodies into Kidder with the pullback. He can't get it to go. It's just a little short. Good luck. Wouldn't go down, and here's the Tigers bringing it the other way with their 3-point lead. And efforts in the game for the Tigers. Here's Sikora. Tim Salmon in the game. Oh, near steal, Mike Johnson. Sikora off the front iron, no good. Mike Johnson in hard for the rebound. He can't gather it in. It falls in the hand of a Tiger, and it's a putback bucket, and it's 36-31, New Richmond. Zach Johnson, 3-point shot, top of the key, off the back iron, no good. Battle for the rebound.
Nice.
Taylor
Save.
Terrell saves it. Here's Fireeisen.
Yes.
Way to look at him.
Entry pass, Liam Doherty, count it.
Full court press. Not seen this before from the Wildcats
That
this
was-
year.
Good point, Ariel. Over the years, have we seen it often with Zach Campbell
much.
at the helm?
Not much.
Yeah,
We've
we're
tried
gonna-
it a few times and sort of came back to our standard man-to-man, but they're trapping now, too. I like this.
I like the change in
I
pace.
like this. Trap down the corners, trap up top. Generally, I won't give it up, but I can tell when Zach Campbell's going to do that. He has a hand gesture out there. I didn't see it, but now he's doing it.
And the change in defense and in the tempo of the game did just exactly what Coach Campbell wanted. It caused a New Richmond turnover, and we got a foul on the floor, no bucket. I think that's going to go on Cole Efforts.
The nice thing with changing up the defense like that, it gets us a little bit more active. It changes us too. And so the demeanor on the floor changes. It's a lot more active. And then on the offensive side, I think that turns that side as well. So I love changing the defense up a little bit just to change the tempo of the game.
I agree. I think there's maybe not done enough in many cases, so it's a good move by Coach Campbell. And the bucket doesn't go by Terrell, but good shot, good look. And here's the Tigers the other way trying to extend on their second half 3-point lead. Near steal, Zach Johnson. Cole Efforts retains it, drives, dishes. Studeman, 3-point shot up off the front iron, no good. Battle for the rebound. Ryan Kling, 6 foot at best.
Kling was very aggressive on that side. He left Michael Johnson on the floor watching, and then Michael tried to come back on that, and that's where the foul came. But it was Kling's movement to the ball, and Michael paying attention to the ball more so than his player at that point.
So Kling gets a rebound, retains possession, draws a foul on Johnson, and here's the Tigers trying to inbound it under their own hoop, and they're having trouble, and they get it in near half court to Efforts.
They've really stepped up their aggressiveness on defense. I really like the change up here. Great timeout for Zach Campbell.
And we don't have the coach Mike tonight, and that might be okay with that timeout.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, it's good not to be mic'd up.
That's right. Kling, 3-point shot, no good. Battle for the rebound. Looked like Salmon was over the back, no call. Studeman, he'll fire it up. And the Tigers can't find the range, and we got some extracurricular activity underneath between Salmon and Taylor Terrell. And one of our officials steps in, breaks it up, calls a foul on Tim Salmon.
He was a baseball player, wasn't he?
Tim Largemouth Salmon.
I think he still might be. Yeah. Pretty good outfielder.
I thought so.
Yeah.
I thought so. You have Ken Turbeck out here someplace?
Here's the Wildcats looking to take advantage of that ball control foul. Oh, shot by Campbell, or I'm sorry, blocked.
Oh, that had to have been a foul.
Nice.
No call. Zach Johnson takes it to the hoop.
He got raked. Good job, Zach, to keep going on that and making that shot.
Cuts the lead to 1. And here are the Tigers looking to answer on their offensive possession here. There's Efforts in the line against Tiffany. A little left-handed scoop shot, no good. Salmon battles for the board. He comes out of there with it. Offensive rebound.
They're banging the boards on this end. As soon as the ball goes up, 1 or 2 players are crashing the board on the New Richmond side.
The last 3 or 4 possessions, New Richmond with multiple chances on offense.
Right.
Yeah, good point, Godfather. What do we call you guys, the Godfather or the Admiral?
I hear it all.
Dog.
It's a potpourri of
Kling driving on Doherty, shoots up over the top of him, no good. JT Doherty, box out rebound. Here comes Fireisen and the Cats the other way, looking to retake the lead.
Tiffany.
Michael Tiffany says, I'll dial it up. A little short, no good. Coach Campbell up screaming direction. Offensive foul, Zach Johnson. He doesn't like it.
wow.
And neither do the Wildcat faithful in the crowd.
It's like these refs kind of went to like a clinic over the last week about offensive fouls, and they took it a little too seriously.
Yeah, is that like coming down from the WIAA?
I don't know, but it's something we haven't really seen this year.
No, not at all. Wildcat pressure broke by the Tigers as they lead the game by 1 here with about 10:20 to go here in the second half in the ball game. Timeout, Coach Rick Montreal and the New Richmond Tigers. He wants to talk about it. 36-35, New Richmond. We're not quite midway through the second half. And, yes, the second half started out just a little more chaotic and
it did.
Carefree than the first. A lot of turnovers, kind of giving it back and forth. No one really took advantage of that with the number of turnovers each team has had.
Good call on that one. It just been really haphazard, hasn't it?
It has. And if one team or the other would have converted on those and made the best of them, they could be leading by 10.
It's not indicative of a basketball game between New Richmond and River Falls. You normally don't see that type of ball. Both teams are very well coached. They're a little bit more methodical in the type of game that we see against these two teams. You just never know. You just never know what's going to come out, and it's been interesting. It's close. It's interesting.
Yeah, I do like the move by Coach Zach Campbell after Zach Johnson, the sophomore, drew that offensive foul. He didn't like the call. He kind of voiced his opinion to the ref. Not because of that to take him out, but just give him a minute to kind of gather himself and recollect things. And we'll get him back in the game here soon, I'm sure.
Is that 3 on Zach?
I think it was just 2, Kevin.
2, okay.
Yeah. So, as you had pointed out, Ariel, the Wildcats have extended that defensive pressure, and they've amped it up a little bit here as well. So that's good to see. Tigers looking to work their offense, see if they can build on their current 1-point lead over our hometown River Falls Wildcats.
First team to 50 tonight? What do you think?
That might be it. Here's Studeman, guarded by Tiffany. Joey Kidder in the lane. Bounce pass, Studeman up and under, blocked by Fireeisen.
Another offensive
Eckert rebound. 3-point shot up and in, Ryan Kling.
That was tough. Good shot. He was the only option that they had. They found him, and he put her in.
The Tigers are attacking any loose ball at any offensive board, Ariel.
There's 3.
Mike Vitt, 3-point shot up, no good. Off of Eckert, it'll stay with the Wildcats. Cat ball under their own basket, trailing by 4, 9:09 to go, and there's a substitution. Mike Johnson back in the game, and Michael Tiffany going to take a seat. Good minutes again by Tiffany. Here is Taylor Terrell. Gathers inbound pass. Mike Johnson to Fireeisen, looking inside for Doherty. Can't find him there. Angle wasn't right. Here's Vitt. Doherty, 3-point shot up, a little flat off the front iron. Mike Johnson gathers the board, and the Cats will reset.
Oh, there's a nice move. I like Adam down there.
You got to like that. Him down there against Kling. Mike Johnson.
Perfect.
Strong.
Yeah, strong move. Little bank shot. Count it. 2-point game.
Nice adjustment by Zach Campbell to get Adam down there like that. It's tough. He's a point guard, and generally speaking, a point guard is going to guard him. That's generally a mismatch for us.
Taylor Terrell throwing his body around in there, and there's a foul right there on Taylor.
That was on Taylor?
Yeah. Yeah, they missed one earlier. He's getting a body in the way of the cutter, and he just got a little too aggressive with that, and they call it. Coach Zach Campbell going to give him a rest here, and Liam Doherty going to come in the game.
So we have a question. Anybody with 3 fouls on the Wildcats?
Yeah, I think Taylor has got 3 now.
Yeah, I believe that was it. I think you're right, Ariel.
So Taylor Terrell with 3. Everybody else with 2 or 1.
That is correct. And right now, each team has 3 total team fouls here in the second half with about 8 minutes to go in the ball game. So that could come into play if this stays a tight game and one team has to get somebody to the free throw line or the other. You want to... I'm not saying go foul, but you're going to have to be in position to.
Oh, nice dish.
Yeah, good backdoor cut. Eckert finds Studeman, and he scores for the Tigers. And it's 41-37 to Richmond. 7:39 to go here in the ball game. Adam Fireeisen walking it up, and Coach Rick Montreal, just as Zach Campbell did. We're going to switch up the defense to a zone. The Cats find the entry pass. Adam Fireeisen will tear that apart with his passing ability.
That was easy. I give credit to Montreal for adjusting the defense like that. We took it apart, but on this end too, he adjusted. We're playing much tighter defense, and so that gives the opportunity for the backdoor cut, which happened on that play.
Yeah, absolutely. Good analysis there, Ariel. And Adam Fireeisen going to get a break here at 7:21. Zach Johnson, after his brief rest, is back in the ballgame for the Cats. And it is 41-39. We got a good one shaping up here in New Richmond. In a mid-December contest here, Kidder being guarded by Mike Vitt. Mike Vitt one of those guys you wouldn't want guarding you. You know what I mean? He just he'll irritate you. He'll get in your face and play tight D. Kidder looking to post him underneath. He gets under there. Vitt blocks it from behind. He's athletic enough to do that.
He is. It's a little bit of a surprise, but he's very, very quick, very agile.
So he blocks the ball, goes off a Wildcat. It'll stay with the Tiger possession under their own hoop. Entry pass quickly into Kidder. He kicks it back out. There's Kling, long three-point shot up. It looked good, but it rims out. Vitt, rebound. Cats coming the other way, looking to tie it up or take their lead.
Need a bucket here.
Oh, good dish, Zach Johnson.
Well done. Tear him apart.
Yeah,
Driving
JT
dish.
Doherty, the sophomore connection.
41 up, tied it up.
Studeman pull-up jumper, short.
Hey, how about another offensive rebound?
All right, and another one. Studeman in tough spot there. He's fouled on the way up by, I'm going to say, Mike Johnson, the way it looks.
That's got to be his third, isn't it?
That very well could be.
5th team foul. Yeah, that's his third right there.
Yes, it is. Studeman's first free throw is short. Back in the game comes number 10, Talon Sikora for the New Richmond Tigers. Here's the second for Studeman, looking to break the tie. 41 all. That one's up, and that one's too hard. Rebound Salmon. Might have got away with a push in the back. Kidder thinks about it. Had the shot, but he pulls back. He'll drive in the lane. Dish. Nothing there. Tigers got to reset.
Hey, they understand. So Michael Vitz is playing against Kidder. That's a little bit of a tough matchup for him, and they just tried to post him up underneath the hoop for a moment there. That would have been an interesting play if they would have got the ball to him.
Yeah.
So I have a question for you guys. All those offensive rebounds for New Richmond tonight, is that partly maybe just bad bounces for the Wildcats, or you think they're just out of position sometimes?
I think it's a combo, but I think a lot of it is just fortunate bounces for the Tigers.
I was
They've
thinking
come
the same
down
thing
to
a
them,
little bit, yeah.
But also putting themselves in that position and attacking the boards and not just running to the other end as soon as a shot goes up. You see that frequently, and you're not going to get a rebound at the other end of the court. So a little of both. They've had a lot. They haven't really taken advantage of a lot of those, though, have they?
No, they haven't.
So here's Zach Johnson trying to break the tie, give the Cats back the lead. Mike Johnson cutting, nothing there. There's Liam Doherty. He'll give it back. Mike Johnson, strong move underneath.
Extremely strong. He came up with in between 3 different New Richmond players. Very well done.
Yeah, he was determined, and he made it happen. Gives the Cats the 2-point lead. Tigers looking to answer. Here's Sikora out top. Efforts back in the game. Sikora driving.
Nice.
Yeah, the length of the Cats causing some problems with the shooting ability here of the Tigers here in the second half. They're running the perimeter, and there's a 3-point shot. I should have kept my mouth shut. Joey Kidder knocks it down, and it's a 1-point Tiger lead.
Yeah, there's nothing home on the inside at all, but they're making their threes.
Timeout, River Falls. 4:41 to go. It's a New Richmond Tiger lead, 44-43. K-Dog, I think we're going to surpass 50.
I think so. Well, yeah, we probably will. Yep.
Yeah. So it might be first one to 60.
Maybe.
55.
Ariel,
think we'll win it.
4:41 to go. What are you telling your team right now?
Right now, I think part of that timeout was that he was having Adam coming in. So I think he called that timeout specifically to get Adam in and do some readjustments on that. We'll see what New Richmond does. They came out with that zone defense on us. We took it apart pretty easily the 2 times we came down the floor, so I'm not sure that they try to do that again unless they go to a 2-3, because they were doing a 1-3-1, and we found the guy open up underneath both times.
Yeah.
How about we thank our sponsor, First National Bank of River Falls, downtown River Falls, downtown Prescott, and on the campus of the University of Wisconsin, River Falls. Thank you, First National Bank of River Falls.
Thank you for your support of River Falls High School athletics and everything going on in River Falls, a good community sponsor. And we're back to basketball. Tigers 44, Cats 43. Adam Fireeisen back in the game. JT Doherty to the hole, no good. Efforts, rebound. Tigers looking to push the tempo here a little bit. Here's Sikora. Heel entry pass, bad angle, bad pass. Steals Zach Johnson and the catch, drives the lane.
Get it! Out it! Well done. And it wasn't a charge.
Basket's good by Zach Johnson. Foul is on Kling, first personal. Fourth team foul.
Zach Johnson bucket, and he'll go to the line to give the Wildcats a 2-point lead with the free throw. It's up, it's good. That's 3 the old-fashioned way, and it's a 2-point Cat lead. Tigers still looking to push it here. Sikora, far side in front of the New Richmond bench. There's efforts. 3-point shot up off the side iron, no good. Adam Fireeisen runs it down for the Cats, and we'll bring it the other way. 4 minutes to go here in the ball game. Steal, Joey Kidder, errant pass, layup, tie game. Good recognition there by the junior from New Richmond. Saw the pass, stole it, layup, tie game. Here come the Cats.
Pull your seatbelt a little bit tighter. We're in for a good finish on this one.
I knew I should have went to the bathroom at halftime. And here's Adam Fireeisen. He's going to set up the Wildcat offense. Coach Zach Campbell kneeling, sharing some instructions over there. Let's see what we dial up. I like the idea of posting Adam Fireeisen under there. I'm not sure New Richmond has anybody but Kidder that could guard him on the post.
Oh, look at that, too. There he is.
Yeah.
There he is.
Yeah, get the entry pass. Can't get it to him.
I like their patience. Try to get that open shot.
3 minutes left in the ball game. Vitt cut off. Here's Zach Johnson guarded by Kidder.
He was open there for a second.
You got to get that pass as he's getting to the position, Ariel.
Yeah, the pass actually has to go when he's getting the position.
Yeah, exactly, as he's getting there. Yeah.
If he's got the position, then it's too late.
Zach Johnson, 3-point shot up.
Oh,
count it.
Boom!
The sophomore knocks down a big one. Let's see if the Tigers have an answer. The Wildcat defense stepping it up. Both Doherty's in the ball game.
We have 3 sophomores on the floor at the moment.
That's a good sign.
There's Kling, open 3-pointer up, off the front iron, no good. Battle for the rebound, saved by Kidder, but Johnson deflects his entry pass, trying to knock it off him, and it's back to the Cats, leading by 3.
Really nice job by Johnson, kind of deadening his body when the ball hit it, is laid at his feet.
Yes.
We're up by 3, 2 minutes running, patience. Get the good shot. Get the good shot.
Absolutely, Ariel. And this is where the foul situation kind of comes into play, you know it?
Right.
And fortunate for us, Coach Rick Montreal and his Tigers only have a total of 14 fouls. So if they're going to get to hack a shack and put us to the line, they're going to have to get fouling, and we're okay with them not. So here's the Cats.
Tick,
running clock.
Tick, 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 tick.
Right? It's like the countdown of New Year's Eve right now. We're at 1:25 to go.
Son of a gun.
There at pass, Liam Doherty, steal Tigers. Oh, efforts, thought about it, nothing. Here's Sikora. Tigers patiently moving the ball around with 1:10 to go. Drive, near steal. Ball knocked away, up and under.
Nice defense.
Yeah.
Well done. Way to stay tall. Not foul. We got 58 seconds left.
Big bucket here if we can get one.
JT Doherty, good defensive stance at the other end, Ariel. Good. Yeah, we got a foul at the other end.
Yeah, JT just stood tall, kept his hands high, didn't come down on the ball. Very well done. Nicely coached, well thought out.
Cooper Ariel going to come back out of the game. He drew his second foul. It's 53 seconds to go.
Can you see how many Zach Johnson has? Does he have 2 fouls or 3? On the board over there. DR's asking.
That appears to be 2.
2 for Zach Johnson. How about Kidder?
Kidder has 0.
There you go.
Zach Johnson is, the way it looks from here, 17 points.
So they just got their next foul. Are they at 7? No, it's still
6.
6.
So the next foul will send us to the line. And kind of what we anticipated. You're under a minute, 49-9 to go here in the ball game. Cats entry pass, Zach Johnson.
Pick and choose. There you go.
And there's a foul. That'll send the sophomore, Zach Johnson, to the free throw line, looking to extend this Wildcat lead with 47.4 to go in the ball game. 49 River Falls, the Richmond Tigers 46.
We were thinking 60 might win. 52 might win this game.
You might be right on 50, K-Dog.
Don't doubt me.
Zach Johnson. Oh, he got the roll.
Baby.
It looked a little deep. It bounced around and went in. Shooter's touch, I call it.
There's your
smiling.
There's your Fitty burger right there.
There you go. The second free throw up. That one,
another
front
bounce.
iron, bounces around. Shooter's touch. It's in.
5-point game.
Good
Full
move
court
there.
press.
Adam Fireheisen.
Make him run clock off. No fouls, gentlemen. No fouls. Watch closely. That
Studeman
was from ever.
launches one. No good. There's the Tigers battling.
Nice call, Adam. Way to go.
Yeah, Adam Fireheisen gathers it up and calls a quick timeout. A lot of bodies on the floor. Zach Johnson looks to be in a little bit of pain, rubbing the back of his head. There was a lot of activity going on there on the floor. Might have caught a elbow or arm flying around there.
There was a good chance in that last timeout that Zach Campbell had told the players how many timeouts were left, and that if they got in trouble to make the call, he did that exact same thing against the Menominee. What do they call themselves nowadays?
The Mustangs.
The Mustangs. It was at the end of the game. He was bringing some players from the bench off, and he expected Menominee to do a full court press and really press them hard. And he said, if you're in trouble, we've got 2 fouls. Just know we've got 2 fouls. You can make that call. So I'm pretty much guaranteeing Zach said the same thing to his team, and Adam made that call. He knew he had a couple timeouts left.
Yeah, and that's a guy, Adam Fireheisen, a guy with just good game recognition in general. And,
Yep.
But yeah, I'm sure good message from Coach Campbell letting him know the situation. And now the Cats have 1 timeout left. Tigers have 3. There's 36.4 seconds to go in the ball game, and it's a 5-point Wildcat lead. And it looks like Michael Tiffany is coming back into the game for the Cats, along with Zach Johnson, Adam Fireheisen, Taylor Terrell, and J.T. Doherty.
It's very common for Zach to switch players in based upon what's happening on the floor, and I think Michael Tiffany is a defensive specialist that he wants out there to bang the boards and put some bodies on these players.
Yeah. Oh, they look for the home run ball, not there. Here's Adam Fireheisen, inbound, and a foul in the backcourt.
Hey, Rusty, let me take 1 second. I know Don Richards is wondering about so you were talking about this great clock they have, but I'm Don. That's the view we have of that wonderful clock with all the stats. It's just hard to see.
That's sorry, DR, but
yeah, they have a beautiful clock. I mean, it's detailed, but we're on a really bad angle.
I don't have much of a better vantage point, but I can see it enough to see what we got going on there.
I don't even try. Nicely done, Adam. 6-point game, 32.7 seconds left.
Fireheisen going to get the second. Adam Fireheisen looking to get into double digits here with this one, and he does. That looks like that's his 10th point. And that's a 7-point Wildcat lead. Joey Kidder bringing it up, pulls up, nothing there with Fireheisen on him. Ryan Kling, long 3-pointer.
Downtown, Freddie Brown there, missed everything.
Doesn't connect.
21.9 seconds left.
Looking for the home run ball again. Taylor Terrell gets it to Adam Fireheisen, and the ball is knocked away, and it's got a tie-up.
It was a scrum.
Yes, it was. Fireheisen and Sikora.
It looked like a fumbled football. 15 seconds flat.
Hey, Russ, would you like to interview a player tonight, or you just want to call it good?
We'll look at the coaching staff and see what they want to do, huh?
I can go down there afterwards and see if they want to send somebody up, and if you're feeling it, you can go into your bag of many, many questions and be ready to go.
And as we count it down, that's Adam Fireheisen at his finest, causing a turnover. Defensive pressure. Cats are going to dribble it out here and leave New Richmond with a 7-point, 53-46 River Falls Wildcat victory.
Outstanding game.
Final.
New Richmond's in the Middle Border Conference and we're in the Big Rivers, but the reality is this is an important game for seeding at the end of the season because we're both Division II teams. The matchup here against them is really important to figure out where we're going to land in the playoffs here going forward.
Yeah, good point, Ariel. They're both going to potentially match up in that playoff scenario as we move forward on. Kevin Westhouse is going to go down and see if we got a Wildcat player who they want to send up for a brief interview. Ariel, any burning questions you want to ask whoever comes up? Deb, anything you want to know about anything you want to know about Wildcat basketball or anything these kids, if they come up? Any questions that you're just dying to know the answer to? Like, does Josh Basie shave or things like that? Is that what you want to know? Yeah.
What do you want for Christmas? Oh, Kevin's pointing up.
Yeah, I think I asked JT Doherty that the last game. What was on the Christmas list? You remember his answer? Money for a car.
Oh,
yeah.
Here comes Zach Johnson.
Sorry about that, Mom and Dad. That was a bad question.
Zach looks a little healthier than he has the last few games.
Yes, he does. Here comes the sophomore, Zach Johnson, coming up. We're going to get a little interview here, action. Hey, Zach, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good, good. Hey, I'm going to stand on this level, so I'm equal with you, okay?
All right.
Hey, K-Dog, tell me when to roll. All right, hey, we have with us sophomore Zach Johnson. A nice game tonight, Zach. I'm looking at the scoreboard here. Looks like you put up 19 yourself. The Cats come away with a 7-point victory. What was the key to the success tonight, do you think?
Basically, the execution on offense. We were running our execution all week and curls and slips and all that, and paid off tonight.
Good. The Tigers came out. They gave you a battle. They knocked down some threes early on. They hit the boards pretty hard. You guys stayed with it. I commented earlier here in the second half. You had kind of a difficult call, in my opinion, on the offensive foul at this end. Coach Campbell just gave you a minute. What did that do for you as you had a little bit on the bench just to reflect on that and then came back in on fire?
Basically just gave me a rest. I was getting really tired.
Yep.
I have pneumonia the last week and a half or whatever, so
that's not contagious, is it?
No,
All right, good.
Not,
yeah, just curious.
No,
yeah.
but it was nice to have a little break and then get back out there and get the win.
Good, Zach. Hey, we've commented on the sophomore connection. Obviously, you saw a lot of time last year, starting from the majority of the year as a freshman. You brought the Doherty boys with you this year as sophomores, seeing a lot of action. Those guys have progressed very well in the first few games of the year. How much ball have you played with those guys over your freshman and this summer year? How much have you guys been together?
Wow, a long time. Basically since like 5th grade, we were playing 3-on-3 and at the UWRF, and then played Wisconsin Playmakers summer from 6th grade to now. And we're doing that again this summer.
That's awesome.
Man, we progressed a lot just from our coach, Aaron Shaw, and the program. This is a great program that helps us develop.
That's pretty cool to see. If you were 6'8", we'd just call you one of the Doherty boys. But I'm still standing a step above you just so I'm kind of equal. But I just want to say, hey, it's been fun thus far into the season. You got one more game this week against Holman. Thursday night at Page Arena on UWRF campus. How fun will that be?
It's going to be so fun. The energy is going to be great. It's going to be fun playing at College Arena.
If we're there that night, which we will be, and you see me walking along the sideline there during warm-up, give me one, will you? I want to shoot one.
Yeah, I got you.
All right. And if I make, you owe me a Coke.
All right. Bet.
Okay.
Hey, Zach, we Grandpa Johnson watching again down in Florida. I want to give a shout-out to them.
Hey, shout-out Grandma and Grandpa. Love you guys. And maybe my brothers watch, so shout-out Brad.
Hey, good. Hey, maybe you might want to tell Grandpa and Grandma what's on the Christmas list. I don't know if you heard JT Doherty's interview last week.
He wanted the car.
He did, yeah. Cash for the car. I said, sorry, Mom and Dad. But anything on the list, Zach?
Nothing really. Just like maybe a pair of sweatpants, I don't know.
Hey, there you go. Something. That's pretty easy. Yeah, don't look at me. I ain't getting you that. Yeah. But good stuff all the way around. Zach, it's been a lot of fun to watch this team. You guys keep it together. You got a good nucleus there, a good bench. You get Peyton Flood back. I see a lot of good things. So thank you for coming up and joining us tonight. It's fun to watch you. Good luck Thursday, and we'll see you at Page Arena, young man.
Thanks for having me.
You bet.
All right, thanks. Thanks, Zach. Zach Johnson, the sophomore, takes some time out of his busy night and celebration with his team to come on up and say hello to Grandma and Grandpa and his brother and share a little bit about his basketball experiences. What a great kid.
Yeah, what a nice demeanor to that young man. And he has played a lot of basketball, spent a lot of time with the Doherty boys as he spoke. I tossed him a softball there with what he wants to tell Grandpa and Grandma he wants for Christmas. He didn't hit it out of the park there. He had a chance, but that's all right. He didn't go the car route. He just had some sweatpants. So
kind of a practical kid.
That's pretty good. Yeah, I'm impressed. That's awesome in today's world. So anyway, We're going to put a wrap on it here from the Richmond.
Speaking of Christmas, let's put a big red bow around this thing tonight. What do you think?
Let's wrap it up and head south.
Yeah, you know what? Since I have the wrapping paper in my hands and that bow, I'm just going to do it.
Do it up.
Hey, on behalf of New Richmond High School, the athletic director who was kind enough to come up here and let us come up here and broadcast this thing, Zach Campbell, Zach Johnson for coming up and doing the post-game interview. I'm Kevin Westhouse along with our great team, Russ Blasius, Ariel Avestras, and, of course, Debbie Avestras, the maestro on the computer. Thank you, everybody, and until next time, good night. Here's going to click right on